this is Maninrabu from Bataan. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Sela Sadakau from Vatukola. I only listen to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold Benaka, I'm Vale and I'm working at Golden Grove Resort and I love listening to Gold FM because it plays a really wide range of classic hit music.
I'm Saini Sakio from Kashmir Lotoka. I like Gold FM, but only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FBC News. AG tells the Fiji Times to provide evidence. And Fiji commemorates 137 years of Gurmit years. The Vodafone Fiji Sevens side made a winning start to the Paris Sevens with a 38-12 win over Scotland today. Overseas-based players Joshua Tuisova, Samisoni Viriviri and Leone Nakarawa were instrumental in the Fijians' opening match. The government has made a call to the Fiji Times newspaper to produce the recording evidence, which MP Ashnil Sudhakar says that civil service jobs will be re-advertised. Attorney General Ayasayed Qayyum says it is vital to gather all the necessary information before taking the issue further. Ali Kimbia has more.
The Fiji Times newspaper has been told to provide a recording evidence to the interview made with Government MP Ashnil Sudhakar on Thursday. Attorney General Ayasayed Qayyum says this is the only way the Fiji Times can maintain their stand on the issue.
We in fact requested a recording of the recording, but we still yet to get that. But they still seem to be sticking to their guns, but if he had said it, they should have produced it. We believe so.
FBC News has sent questions to the Fiji Times since yesterday. However, there has been no response when this bulletin went on air. However, in today's paper, Chief Editor Fred Wesley says they will review the content of the interview and will respond appropriately.
It's not the first time that the Fiji Times has conflated, Fiji Times has exaggerated issues that have been made, comments have been made by members of the government or people in the committee.
Said Qayyum has given assurance that civil servants will still have their jobs and no one will have to reapply for any position in the ministry. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
A 31-year-old man who allegedly attacked a 33-year-old woman in her shop in Kinoya on Monday appeared in the Nasinu Magistrates Court in a special sitting today. Chuta Morodha is charged with an act intended to cause grievous harm and robbery. Morodha's charges were read in court, where he informed Magistrate Safia Hamza that he will seek the assistance of the legal aid. It's alleged that on 9th May, Morodha allegedly punched Linley Shang continuously with his fist until she fell unconscious and allegedly stole $2,000 before making a run. The suspect was arrested in Nandi on Tuesday. The matter has been transferred to the Suva High Court, where it will be called on the 27th of this month. A 42-year-old farmer of Singatoka is recovering at the intensive care unit at the Lautoka Hospital after an accident at Singatoka Town bus stand yesterday evening. Police spokesperson Inspector Josea Waidavu says the victim was loading his belongings into a bus when the bus suddenly moved and hit the victim. Inspector Waidavu says the bus was driven by a 45-year-old man. The victim was rushed to the Singatoka Hospital and transferred to the Lautoka Hospital last night. The police investigation continues. The Gurmitias, or indentured labourers, have made vast contributions towards the socio-cultural and economic development of the country. President Major General Chiochi Konrote says Fiji has progressed significantly since their first arrival on 14th May 1879. Farzana Nesha was at the Gurmit Day celebrations in Nosori today and files this report.
Celebrating more than 100 years of work and sacrifice made by the Gurmit labourers in the country, President Major General Chiochi Konrote is calling on every Fijian to rise above issues of ethnicity and religion.
It is indeed befitting to see that this occasion is celebrated on a national scale. for we have all benefited from the labor and sacrifice of those first indentured laborers who arrived into our country.
The president says the hard yards and the struggles endured by Girmitians has surely reaped rewarding benefits, as evidenced in the United Fiji today.
Their vision and insight to make a better living, to pursue better opportunities, to provide educational opportunities for their children at that time was some of the significant strides they made to make things better, not only for themselves, but for the nation as a whole.
Hundreds of people from different ethnic backgrounds and some 20+ schools gathered here today to mark the 137th Girmit Diwas at Syria Park.
President Conrote adds the pain that was endured at those times is what makes us more resilient today. Farzana Nisha, FBC News.
Ratumans around the country celebrated Ratuma Day today. The celebration was focused on raising money for the TC Winston affected people. President Major General Chiochi Conrote officiated as chief guest at the event at Churchwood Chapel Compound, Rewa Street in Suva. The theme for this year's Ratuma Day is Who is My Neighbour? A Journey in Compassion, reflecting the devastation felt by all Fijians. On this day, the Ratumans showcased their traditions and culture. Coming up on FBC News, Women in Business awarded top honours. Tax rebate attracts overseas filmmakers. Stay with us for that and more.
I'm Sarah, I'm from Tafwa, and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Freddy, I'm from Gamiatong. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Salah, I live in Asinu. Today FM rocks.
My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Ulamila, I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM, it rocks in Raki Raki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Welcome back. You're with FBC News. Attorney General Ayaz Sayed Qayyum says he will not make any further comments as to why Permanent Secretary for Information and Communications, Ewan Perrin, has left the government. Sayed Qayyum says the Public Service Commission has already released a statement and the matter is before them.
His employer is the PSC. The Public Service Commission has already issued a statement. I don't wish to make any further comment.
Perrin was hired in January this year. Solicitor General Sharvada Sharma is now the acting Permanent Secretary for Communications. Fiji's outstanding women who have contributed to business in the country, demonstrating excellence and leadership in their service, were acknowledged in Suva last night. 4 successful businesswomen walked away with top honours at this year's Women in Business Awards. Kelly Vadala has the details.
From my hometown in Nandi, Kushma Manorma Khan.
Dedication, passion and hard work was the secret behind Manorma Khan's success as she was named 2016's Businesswoman of the Year. The 48-year-old sole proprietor from Nandi says her staff was the backbone to this achievement.
I'm on top of the world. It's such an honor for me, and I'm just thinking of all my staff at the moment. I've got 60% of my staff females, and this goes to all of them. I'm a small woman, and the laundry business is a huge business, and we're dealing with 99% males, and it's quite challenging.
Fiji Roads Authority Program Manager Zaina Khan walked away with the Manager of the Year honours.
Huge honour to have been nominated. To win is even bigger. All I can say is thank you. I would like to celebrate the women in my life, my colleagues, my friends, women in business. If you weren't there to support me, I wouldn't be able to go out and do this job that everybody thinks is a man's job.
Alice Hill, who owns Hot Glass Fiji in Korotongo, Singatoka, was awarded the Aspiring Entrepreneur of the Year.
It's been a lot of fun to start a completely new business in Fiji, bringing an industry that no one's heard of before, and also training my wonderful apprentices to be glass blowers here has been a real achievement for me.
Pacific Islands private sector organization Chief Executive Mireya Volavola was awarded the Executive Woman of the Year. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
The Clean Up Fiji campaign isn't about cutting trees to be collected by town councils. Minister for Environment Praveen Kumar says this is a serious matter and people should act now to eradicate mosquito breeding places. Akasita Tale has more.
More than 13,000 tons of rubbish has been collected in all cyclone-affected areas in the last 3 months. Now authorities are out to collect all rubbish accumulated over the years.
And I would like to urge all the residents within the municipality, rural areas, Berry urban, to take part in this campaign. And as far as the waiver is concerned in terms of dump fee, I've already instructed all the municipalities not to charge any fee.
Municipal councils will release dates and times of rubbish collection during the one-month campaign.
On Monday, His Excellency will be there physically at Masinu, at Walilewu. We'll be working in one of the most densely populated areas of Fiji to actually roll out the physical program. And the afternoon, all the civil servants all over Fiji from all different ministries will actually be going out and picking the things in which mosquitoes can breed. And we invite the whole country to participate. Don't have to wait for Monday, you can start.
The nationwide cleanup campaign will begin on Monday, and every Fijian has been encouraged to join the effort.
The tax rebate for movies and TV shows is working. Minister for Trade Fayaz Koya says the number of productions has grown immensely, contributing to tourism and the economy. Akasita Tale reports the damage caused by TC Winston has done little to impact production.
We have wonderful serene surroundings that they can shoot a lot of places, and a lot of the islands are being used. And it's an added thing for us. The value add to it also is the fact that people will see this in the cinema or some series that is happening, etc. As Fiji as a destination then gets marked, different things for with respect to the industry. So it's great for them, great for us. You know, at least we have a great pool of people that will be easily employable when we do get bigger and better movies to come in.
Well, hundreds of people turned up at the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's talent auditions in Suva today, bringing with them various talents from script writing, radio broadcasting, television presentation, and even trying out for the hibiscus audition.
I auditioned for radio broadcasting and script writing. I'm all the way from Vomo Island Resort in Otoka. FBC has really come a long way since it started, and it has become the viewers' favorite here in Fiji with a well-maintained reputation, and I saw this as an opportunity not to be missed.
I've auditioned for two things right now. One is a hibiscus contestant and also as a radio announcer for Today FM. As you know, it's like a world. I mean, everyone tunes into the radio station, also on TV shows, because it's like all over Fiji.
I actually wanted to come here to audition for TV talent. It's actually to be a TV presenter, and I hope I get that.
Ongonia saurara, although will take you on a TV and a market tawa. Although Talitana Warrona Bula FM and number 2 and a set.
Pula Vici, nada ko plasio materia, one may nine bulo tabiuni, au satu ko nanti, antu Talita na Warrongo and a Bula FM.
Bula FM number 2 and seri.
Welcome to FBC Sports. Now, as mentioned earlier, the Vodafone Fiji 7 side defeated Scotland 38-12 in their Paris tournament opener today. Some sleek offloading skills and great work defence combined with sheer pace saw the Fijians ease past the Scottish. Waisake Naholo was in an outstanding form for his Highlanders team in Super Rugby last night, scoring 2 tries in the 34-16 win over Crusaders. After dumping the Chiefs last week, the defending champions' win last night moves them level with the Crusaders at the summit, thus bringing to an end their 8-game winning streak. The Malolo rugby side has suffered their first defeat of the Skipper Cup competition, going down to Neitasiri 21-13. Neitasiri led 12-8 at the break. Prop Dan Lingairi scored 2 tries for the Highlanders in the win. And in other matches, Suva thrashed Tailevu 43-18, Nandronga beat Maduata 19-15, while Nandi beat Tavua 33-25. Around 50 runners turned up for the first of the 3 build-up fun run for the Suva Marathon that will be held in July. Organisers were pleased with the turnout and are expecting a bigger marathon this year. Rohit Deo tells us more.
While many opted to pull their blankets for a few more hours on a cold silver morning, these sporting fanatics chose to sweat out a bit. The organisers were pleased to see a good number on the first build-up run.
This is a 5 and a 10 kilometer practice event leading up to the main marathon. We have 2 more fun runs coming up on the 4th of June and the 2nd of July, and then the main marathon on the 23rd of July.
The organisers are sure that come July there will be more participants to run the race.
Well, the first year in 2014 we had 250 runners. Last year we had 750 runners. So that's already quite a big increase, and this year we're targeting about 1,500 runners.
Last year's bronze medalist Shavneel Singh won the 10 kilometer race and is looking forward to the main one in the next 2 months.
It was amazing. I had a good time running the 10K. Last year I came third in the half marathon. This year I'm trying my best to win gold or silver.
The marathon that will be held on the 23rd of July will consist of a full marathon, half marathon and a 10.5 kilometer fun run. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Defending champions of the Vodafone Fiji FAC, Lambasa will face Nandrunga, Suva and Lautoka in their pool play of this year's competition. In the pool draws today, Rewa will play Ba, Nandi and Druketi. Sponsors Vodafone have given $75,000 for this year's tournament. And the pool games will be played at Subral Park in Lambasa from the 17th to the 19th of next month. Fine weather prevailed over most parts of the country today. A trough of low pressure to the north of Fiji affects Tuvalu, Tokelau and Samoa. Well, it was mostly fine weather in all centres across the country, with Savu recording the coolest with 29 degrees. Ba was the hottest today with 31 degrees, while other centres recorded 30 degrees. Tomorrow will be a fine Sunday weather to enjoy with family and friends outdoors. As for your further outlook, it should be fine apart from a few showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Recapping the main stories, Fiji makes winning start in Paris 7th. AG tells the Fiji Times to provide evidence, and Fiji commemorates 137 years of Gurmitias. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. On to this week's poll question, and we are asking, do you support government's move to remove all credit history stored by Data Bureau? To answer, visit our FBC website. Do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizens@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. Good night.
आपको खरगंगा की रंजिला का नमस्कार। रेडियो फिजी की सुंदर सुंदर यादों का खजाना एकदम बचपन के दिन याद करा देते हैं।
हमारा नाम जोनी नायडू है, हम रहता है मलोलो में और हम टैक्सी ड्राइवर है। हम सब टाइम अपन टैक्सी में रेडियो फिजी सुनता प्रोग्राम।
हम सिंगाटोका के हैं, हमारा नाम है रोजी। हम लोग यहाँ पे रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनता है।
राम राम, मैं रेमस प्रसाद बोलता हूँ, तब वतन में कोई रहता हूँ। मैं जब भी सुना रेडियो फिजी 2 ही सुनता हूँ।
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन।